fishing, I really understood how patient Pepe was. I really did. You know, he was a saint because he spent the mornings before he went to work untangling lines. But we had fun.
That's good.
Great memory. Who's next? Would it be Jerry?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you mean?
Well, with me would be going out there, not coming here, right? I can remember going to someone's wedding and having a kidney stone attack.
That'd be a lesson, I think.
And I can remember, we weren't out in farm country, but this was at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had to rap on the hospital door to be able to get let in because they were closed. And it was the day that we were coming home, flying back home. So I got some really, really good stuff, and I slept all the way back home.
That was Alyssa's wedding, and so you were there then.
No, I think that was
No, I think that was David.
Oh, you were. That's right. If you were in farm country.
We were in Iowa.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of fields.
Yeah.
But only one lot closed hospital.
And then,
To us, it's like the ocean you guys have.
well, there you go. Then the only other thing, and somebody else can go on from this one, is Hurricane Bob. There you go. You got it.
You let me in.
Yeah.
We came for Dolores and Roy's 50th, and we had a great time, and we didn't pay any attention to the TV, the weather, which we hardly did back then anyway, not like we do today. And we get up Monday morning, and there's a hurricane coming to Maine.
Not coming, it's here.
It was here. And we packed so fast, it was unbelievable. We drove in rain, the Maine toll booths just were swishing us on through, because literally swishing. And we actually made it home in 2 days faster than Brother Dan made it flying to St. Louis.
Wow. I was in the Boston airport for probably 48 hours.
Congratulations, this last 2 days ago. But of course for us, it was always coming here to visit everyone. That was our family vacation. I can remember coming on the train when it would have been just the two,
and Roger was a
Madeline and
baby.
I, and Roger was a baby. It was, I think, Thanksgiving, maybe.
I think, yeah.
And they took me out of kindergarten, and we took the train from Des Moines to Chicago, Chicago to New York to probably Boston, and Boston to Lewiston. And it was Thanksgiving, and I remember the sleeper car that we got to be in, you know, coming here. But yeah, for us, coming here.
Yeah.
For summer.
Summer, and now it's the fall. Yeah, I remember coming one time when we were little.
Wait. Is it your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure.
I can
I don't
wait.
want you cutting. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I remember the one thing I remember a lot was when we were little, Grandma lived below, Roy's lived on top, and we would play and we'd make pizza pies outside
I forgot that one.
in the on the railing and in the neighbor, you know,
Remember that,
the
Jerry?
apartment building.
Vaguely.
I think I have
Tried to forget it.
pizza pie. Pizza pie, yeah.
Was that
Pretend like we were making
on
pizza
Knox-
pie and
on
selling
Knox
it. Yeah.
Street?
Okay.
On Knox
And going up and down the steps between places. Yep.
I remember you coming here,
Yeah.
going home with a couple of beers in your suitcase.
Oh, that's right. We did that. Oh, Roger and I
Jerry's
got to come
wedding.
to Jerry's wedding.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Our dad let us fly here.
And I did
Right.
it.
That was a big mistake. He trusted me. And when we got here, yes, there were some beers that flowed our way underage. What are you laughing about?
Because I think that
You were the contributor?
weren't you just in high school or just
Yes.
graduated? Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing back in those days. Yep. I remember that. Yep. We were the representatives for our community.
Yeah. And I still don't remember why my dad let that happen. But
I don't either.
you take advantage of those mistakes, right?
So who would be next? Would that be you, Roger?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do we need IDs to prove this out, or?
We'll take your word for it at this point. We're on the honor system.
I just had I've had lots of flashbacks. We've had such wonderful trips, and for sure, thanks everyone for coming today. I mean, this is really special that you guys got together. I remember when I was relatively young, there was, and I'm not sure what the event was. Maybe it was a celebration of your mom and dad, Roy and Dolores' anniversary or something. But remember, you both and Roy working their tails off. You went to the catering place. We had a big barbecue.
That was our wedding.
A big barbecue at your house in Auburn.
Yep.
What was that event?
I think it was maybe his birthday.
Not wedding.
Whose wedding?
Your wedding? Huh?
No, that's
The whole weekend affair.
Had to have been an anniversary.
Everything was always a weekend affair, whatever.
Oh, that's true.
But that was just a huge party, and so many people worked so hard to put together so much food, and it was an all-day weekend event,
Yep.
and there was lots of beer drinks.
No kidding. Not to believe.
That. And I think I vaguely remember actually going down to Jolly Folk
Yeah, right.
and helping put together some food, some sandwiches, and
I
stuff
remember
for that.
that.
Good times.
Yes, those were the good times.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to say something. I have to tell something on Susie.
You lost your turn. 25th. I bet that was
That's probably what it was, yeah.
They barbecued chicken. They had a big grill out in the back. Or
Right.
I have to back up the train. I have to tell something on Susie. I remember going. Uncle Claude took us when he took us out on the boat. It's when you must have lived down there and everything. And John and you were on the boat with us, and you could not speak English, and I could not speak French. Really? That's right. So you were little. We had a hard time communicating with us. I kept saying, speak English.
All right, so who's
Okay,
next?
sorry to butt in.
Well, I was looking around. I think
where's
it
Dan?
might be me.
Remember how you stood in that line?
Like Roger, I mean, there are tons of memories going back to your dad, Uncle Larry, bringing steaks. I know he was a butcher, correct?
Excuse me?
Was he a butcher?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember him coming for barbecues, bringing steaks.
Right.
Uncle Roger, you guys coming so many times, going to Pemaquid. Dad was always working, but, you know, it was summertime, Mom, going with you guys, taking us along with you guys up to Pemaquid or along the coast. Great memories, and all the get-togethers, of course, over the years. Yeah, I'll stop now before I have to go get my sunglasses.
Surprised you made it that far.
Jimmy, hug your father. It's all right, Mark. Let it out. At this age, it's fine. You can cry. Go ahead.
Amber, Harper wanted me to cry yesterday. We kept it. Cry, Pepe, cry. Poppy. Poppy.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Harper, you want me to cry today? That's all right.
I think it's Susie's turn.
Dan.
I mean, like everyone,
Not my turn yet.
these memories were great, and I think back that that our dad. We said this I think a couple times today. Our dad always wanted us to have this connection with his roots. So every 2-3 years at the most, we were heading back here, and if you think about it, 6 of us in a car.
No iPads.
No iPads. It wasn't nothing.
And no seatbelt.
You're fine.
And no air conditioning
We would get here, and we'd have gatherings like this every time, and it was so much fun. And I can always remember going home and thinking, wow, those people with me, they just have fun all the time. I think I was
Yes, we do.
I realized that you didn't do this every day.
That's cool.
We tried, but we can't get this many people over. It's like our friends have deserted us. So we have to call them
We'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, Sue.
I agree that, you know, these family gatherings that I've missed some, and that's my regret, but just being all together is just always so fun.
Too bad John couldn't make it. He
I
was
know.
here
He
2
was
weeks
just
ago.
here, not even 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, so we all had a cousin?
No.
No, the bike is
Technically, yeah.
All right.
Hey, Brian,
The shy
put
one.
this. Michael's in a public
I'm
speak.
the quiet one, and I'm way younger than all of you. So. But I do remember visiting, and I remember all you at our house was like on Bradley Street and Ann Street. Somebody had a golden toothpick. I remember that.
That was our dad.
Our dad.
Yep.
Our dad.
And I remember we were so young. You may have brother. One of my uncles, it was either your dad or Larry, would throw money on the floor, and we'd all scramble to get it. Remember that? You don't remember that?
Uncle Larry used to do that.
Uncle Larry. Okay. It was one of them. It was one of the visiting.
That would have been my dad.
Yeah. We thought that was the best.
Michael, I'll tell you an interesting thing. My son, Jason, is a couple years younger than you. He could not believe when he got old enough, you got 2 cousins that are almost my age? I go, yeah, it happens. He understands that now. And he did.
Well, that was great. Okay, so I'm hosting a party. I want to go back and say a couple more things, and I want to thank Louise for coming up with this great idea to share memories. But I want to acknowledge Uncle Claude, and my godfather Uncle Jerry, and my godmother Aunt Janine. Love you guys and always taking care of me my whole life. Now I'm gonna cry.
One more, Mark. Okay, who you
My mom's birthday cake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes.
That was a great one.
That was the best one. When he tripped up there.
Why don't you tell the ones who don't know that story?
No, you guys tell it. Jerry, you tell it. That was one of your favorite stories.
It was. So I don't remember what birthday. It was at your parents' house. It was at your parents' house. And somebody, probably Claude, had made the cake.
Yeah.
Don't
I
you
remember who made
imagine?
the cake, but I know my father was carrying it.
Yeah.
Now I remember. He came up those steps to the porch, and he kind of tripped, and he went to grab the one half
He went to grab the
cake, and he grabbed it from the top. I think you made the cake too.
So what happened to the cake?
We ate it.
That's what I thought. That's what I
Some
thought.
classic pictures of the cake in the hand. And
I think you have a picture.
I do. Maybe we could send it around.
So does the cake just end up smushed?
Oh, kind of.
Good old days.
The hand in part of it, kind of all messed up, yeah.
You want this one?
That was a party. That was the
Look, you love these. It's a round chip.
Can I share something?
Wow.
If I could get up.
Big mistake.
Louise, we have enough
We
chairs.
have enough chairs.
No, but I remember, you know, my side of the family, we didn't really get to, the siblings didn't get together.
Right.
It was always just our family. And so when I got hooked up into Jerry's family, it was totally different. And it was nice Christmas Eve, you know, getting together, and it was, you know, it was fun. It was fun. But I do remember a couple of times where, in those days, pretty much everybody smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really?
And
what else?
And if it wasn't,
And it was cigarettes, by the
if
way.
it wasn't a cigarette, it was a cigar.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And they loved their cigars so much that they would
Your
they would
dad.
burn it until
Your dad had a cigar?
three of them.
Short.
Three of them. Yeah. And they would
All and burnt all the way to the end.
yes.
As a kid, I was just saying, how does he do that?
Not burnt.
Thank you for mentioning Uncle
Well,
Brett.
one one year it was at our house, and I remember they had all gotten up to go to the food table, and I'm walking in the living room and I see this little cigar that's almost done, but it's still holding on to like a little plate on the rug. And I went, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't set fire in my house. But, you know, those were fun times, and you just don't forget those. And
we used to say, good, we're not going to smell the cigarette. But the next morning, you get up.
Oh, after everybody would leave,
That was worse.
Jerry and I would take the Lysol and we go around.
Yeah.
Urchins, you know, everybody, every room, just to get rid of it because it stays.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I remember one holiday, Janine and Claude were sitting at our bar in the kitchen, and the minute they would walk in, they would take their coats off and they had one.
Yeah.
They would light it up, and they had one. And so they're talking and they're puffing away, and then Janine says, and I'll forget that, boy, it's kind of cloudy in here. Yeah.
That was before climate change and the forest fires.
Oh my gosh.
I think my dad has a similar story. Oh, not to butt in.
No, I'm all done. I just wanted to share those.
My dad and brother Bert were very close in age. And Uncle Bert always had a crew cut.
Yep.
Well, like I said before, we'd come up here and spend time during the summertime. So one year, Uncle Bert volunteered. He said, Larry, don't bother coming up. He said, we'll come down. He said, I'll bring Meme and Pepe with us and the kids. Right? We got home. We lived in Hartford at the time, in Hartford, Connecticut. We got home. And of course, Uncle Bert and my dad looked very much alike. So one of my friends says to me, Paul, he said, your dad got a crew cut? I said, no, that's my uncle.
No, I used to get them confused when I...
They did. They looked very,
Really?
very close.
Dad, our father, this coming birthday would be 100.
Oh, wow.
Now my folks would be 99 this year.
Wow.
So yeah, your mom and dad, I think, were probably only a year apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would be was 23, so he'd be another 2 years.
Maybe 121, 122.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I still have great memories of her, particularly when she came to Iowa to visit.
It's funny because she didn't speak English, she only spoke French.
I know.
But when you guys came, she made herself understood, didn't she?
Well, that's not what I remember.
No,
what I
she didn't speak
remember
English to us.
is that she expected me to speak French.
That was the thing.
And that was really hard for a guy from the Midwest. You know,
Roger, she spoke English.
I know.
But if you were a grandchild, she wanted you to speak French.
Exactly.
She would speak to Mary because she knew Mary didn't speak French at all. She would speak English to Mary. And if I tried to talk to her in English, she would ignore me unless I said something to her in French.
I was privileged. I spoke to her in English and she spoke to me in French, and we communicated just fine.
That's how I speak to my mother.
That's why you got away with so much.
The youngest one.
I remember the first Christmas that I spent with Mark Christmas Eve, and we went to Bradley Street to Uncle Gerard's house, and Michael and David were little, and all they spoke was French. And that Christmas, all they wanted was a Play-Doh pumper number 9. All they wanted for Christmas.
Did they get it?
Pumper number 9.
I think so.
I don't know.
See, this is what's happened, and I have to deal with this now.
I mean, that was $20. That was way too much.
He was emotionally scarred for life.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he
And that
is.
sticks to that. I just remember that.
That was your my first Christmas.
I do remember that the first time I met you and your brother, and you were littler than me, and of course I was telling you, like, oh, that's great, I'm not the youngest
Right, right.
anymore, you know? But you spoke French.
Right.
What's wrong with me?
Not a thing, dude.
So how many of the cousins are still fluent in French?
I am. I can
And they don't speak a word of
understand
French
everything.
now, so.
If I have to speak it, Sometimes I'm searching for the words, you know, I'm sure I'm not using the correct grammar. Last time we were in Quebec, because we go to Canada, I try to use it more, you know. And, the last time we were in Quebec, I ordered in French. The restaurant ordered in French, and I prefaced it by saying, you know, my French is not that good, and blah blah blah. And so when I was done ordering, the waitress says, "Well," she says, "you speak very nice French, but you have a southern accent."
Oh no.
Where's Dad?
She forgets. She forgets. And Max and Charlotte look at her like, what is happening?
Carpet.
Well, that was the first time I met her, and it was a Christmas. Terry, you said Christmas the first time you met like all the Cloutiers?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You, Janine, I still got a gold tradition too. No, it was downstairs. Mom and Dad were hosting it that year. Michael's like, you gotta come to my house for Christmas? We were 19. I was like, oh, okay. So we go downstairs. Sue was there. Her brother was there. There was cocktails going on. I'm like, okay, these are my people. I was 19, but I was like, okay. We get downstairs, the basement. It's all chairs lined up in a circle, and they're all sitting in a circle, just quietly holding a cocktail under their napkin. Louise was there. Everybody's there. And then Monique's grandkids. Danny was there. He was little, running around like a lunatic. I was like, oh, thank God. I'm like, hey, Michael, this is Chris. Does Michael introduce me? No. We just go down the stairs. He just sits down. He goes away, and I'm standing there like. So I got Roy. I got the harassment. I love that. He's like, hey, you, come here. And I was like, right? You have to be initiated. You know? Lorette wanted to save me. That was good. I like that. You know what you're getting yourself into? I was like, no. Della eyes, sweet. Oh my God, could she be any sweeter?
You want one in
She's like,
circles?
you'll be okay. I'm like, you'll be okay.
You want one of these?
Yeah, that was my first initiation with this family at Christmas
have a
time.
cup?
One drink. But Jeanette said, don't worry.
You want a cracker?
She won't last long, that one. 31 years, Jeanette! I'm just doing it to outlive you, and as soon as, you know,
Well, I'm just glad that you know, that generation now it's all gone. And, I'm just glad that we're still able to keep these gatherings going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying back as soon as
My dad has a story.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she told me she was gonna come back early. She said that's the only time you get together. I said, right.
Hey, Roger, remember? Oh, like Jan, you too. At your daughter's wedding, we went out. That was fabulous, by the way, still to this
I have a
day.
picture in my basement of that gathering.
Of the group?
You were there.
I was driving a
Yeah,
minivan.
we were driving the minivan.
Yeah.
It was a purple minivan we rented. I had Janine, I had my in-laws, we had Lorette, Roland. I was in charge of the little people. Brought them in, brought them out, we were in charge.
We're going up to see the little
People, yeah.
Listen, flying home, Roland got us into first class.
We
'cause
did.
The flight attendant lost her mind with Roland in his little suit. And he had Lorette, he has Janine, right? He's walking in. And we all sit down in our way back in the class back there, and the flight attendant comes around and says to Roland, are these your women? And he said, and Roland had that little stutter, right? That little thing. Yes, they are. He said, come on. So I watched my little Putians walk on up to first class, Janine, Roland, and Lorette, and I screamed, hey! We've been driving you around for 5 days, making sure you're fed, making sure... So Roland says, yeah, I need her. Michael's sitting next to me, wants the plane to open up and go through. So Roland says, I can't go, right? And Janine's in the back of the first class. Her little legs didn't even hit the ground. Her little feet are up. Next to Lorette, Roland. I go sit, and Michael's like, don't do it. What the hell with you? I'm going up there. I sat up there. We take off. The flight attendant comes back and says to Michael, are you sure? He goes, all right, I'll go. He suffered. But all we heard from Minnesota, because I think we were landing in Pittsburgh, was this. Now they brought you a little basket with a little snacks. They just took the basket and gave it to my 3 little people, put it down. But all you heard from them was. They went through a 30-pack from Minnesota to Pittsburgh. Now my little people were happy. And I'm going to move them to the next flight. That was an expensive first class ticket. That was fun though, huh, Janin?
Hey, I think I got special snacks back in Coach too.
That anniversary was just last Saturday.
I don't think you were born there.
Really?
But what I wanted to tell
Oh,
you
you
was,
did come to that wedding.
I was
Snack
doing those
Wells.
spices,
I got
they had
Snack
those
Wells.
little gift baskets from the hotel.
Yeah.
Mike said, "We can't open those." I said, Michael, they're spices. We're gonna use them to cook. No. We're gonna keep, because I don't know about any of the other Cloutier people, but we keep things. We keep special things.
It's okay for you to use it though.
No. We moved from Newton, Mass. to New Hampshire to Maine, and it made it unsealed all the way to Maine. And when we moved to Maine, I looked at him, and now it wasn't the color it was supposed to be anymore. And right in front of him, I threw him in the trash. One of those. I said, take it back to Minnesota. I need some more spices. Those are special. So all you Cloutiers forward to, what's the deal? What's the deal?
Brian, what's your best memory of that trip? You were there, and Tim was there.
I wasn't there. I don't think so.
You went to Lizzie's wedding?
Yes, you were.
What's his wedding? Oh,
For sure.
I did.
Remember you
Well, Brian.
I think.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
the-
It was the
Brian.
snack wills they sent me from first class.
You're welcome.
That was two.
Tim was probably 14, and Brian
You're
was
welcome.
probably 18.
Send this
No, I was 14. Tim was younger. I think I got my first rum and coke there. Yeah. At the wedding. Yeah.
That's the memory I was
good
looking at.
memory.
I thought the tall boy beer can was invented here in Lewiston. That's where it was introduced to me.
Oh yeah. Good.
We were dancing at Alice's wedding, and Brian comes up. I got a rum and coke. It's a coke, right? No, it's a rum and coke.
Yeah, I like those bartenders. They're great bartenders.
That wedding was out of hand. I'd be the first
Well,
to
he
say.
had long hair and tied in a ponytail. He looked older,
Well, there were
maybe.
an awful lot of people from Philadelphia, and it did get out of hand. I admit it.
Blame it on them.
I'm not ashamed.
It's always the Philadelphia people.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
they must be Eagles fans.
You want to play with bubbles? Okay.
That was good,
All right.
guys.
Yeah, that was very good. Good idea.
Great idea.
Go ahead.